Are you diabetic? Maybe you've been diabetic your entire life or for as long as you can remember. Maybe you were diagnosed later in life like me. Maybe you don't have diabetes, but you know somebody who does. Or maybe you just want to know what it's like to change your entire way of thinking and living simply because life throws you a curveball. Well, I have a lot I want to do and a lot I want to share. So come join me and please share your comments below. And the first thing I'm going to do on my to-do list is to start running again. I plan on running the Gate River Run next year. Here's the video. My name is Lisa and I am a type 1 diabetic and I am 48 years old. Got diagnosed when I was 39, the day before my 39th birthday. Found out that I was diabetic. Took some digging into to find out that it was type 1, or to confirm, should I say, and been dealing with it ever since. So I used to run a lot when I was in school, and I used to work out, and you know, life gets in the way, kids get in the way, you do other things. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, and there's a race that's called the Gate River Run, and I ran that back in 2006, before I had kids. I am going to run it next year, 2026, on the 20th year since I ran it the first time. So of course I'm going to try and beat my time. I ran it 9-minute miles. It's a 15K, so it's 9.3 miles. And at 9 minutes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I typically run about 10-minute miles now, about 10 minutes. I'm probably going to stay at that, but I'm doing this because, as you probably feel the same way, when you tell people that you are going to do something, you're pretty much on the hook for it, so you make sure that you get it done. So that is my intent. I'm pretty excited. That's it. Going for my 2-mile run today. Here we go. Okay, so mile 2 done. It was extremely hot out there. Oh, my hair is caught. It's a problem with curly hair. But extremely hot out there. So I ran faster than I did yesterday. I did the 2 miles with an average speed of 9 minutes, 50 seconds. So good for me, but I was exhausted, but it's one in the bag. So I thought I should probably tell you in more detail what training program I'm following. I am following the Hal Higdon 10-week novice training program for the 15K. That training program schedule can be found on www.halhigdon.com. I did it 20 years ago when I did the run last time. So I just figured I would do it again. It's really good. It makes you run 3 times a week, progressively longer and longer and longer. And then you mix it in with some cross training, swimming, biking, walking, yoga, and then you have a day of rest. So it is pretty intensive because you're doing something every day, 5 days a week, with 1 day of rest. I chose Wednesday because it just works for me. You can kind of manipulate the schedule for your own. But try it out if you're interested. Join me on the journey and see what you can do. I mean, even if it's not to run the gate, you can train alongside, catch up with me. I am now on week 2. Last week, like I mentioned before, I was sick. I had a dizzy spell. I think it had something to do with medication that I'm on. And we can get into that another time if anyone's interested. But and I think the exercise level that I've been doing caused some things to happen with that, some sort of interaction, or my electrolytes, whatnot. But anyways, of course, if you are diabetic or you have other medical conditions, just check with your doctor. I always thought that was silly until I got vertigo when I woke up, and I realize now that I probably should have emailed my doctor and said, hey, is it okay if I do exercise and sweat excessively 5 days a week after doing nothing for so long? So make sure you check with your doctor, check with your medicines, make sure that you do it safely and stay hydrated. But yeah, if you do join, please post below so that we can keep up with it, because that would be great to have someone do it with me. But if not, I hope you enjoy watching me sweat and be in pain. I won't take videos of me running necessarily, but I will keep you posted. So have fun and see you next time.